Hey there, bestie, and welcome to another day of Tier Miss, not Tier Mist, with
What?
Japan and I.
Yes, me. Ban.
Anyway, welcome to, this one's gonna be on Parks and Recreation. This is a show that we both love dearly.
Definitely.
One of our favorite series. This show holds a very special place in my heart, and not because I relate way too heavily to Leslie. Nope. Totally
Definitely
not
not.
it.
Definitely not.
Anyway, we have 15 of the recurring characters here. Most of them are just like the main characters. We didn't want to make the list too big because there's just so many characters. We wanted to kind of keep it a little close knit. So let's just jump in. So first things first, who's first on yours?
Andy.
Okay, Andy is also first on mine. I didn't know. Mine had Anne before, so I was confused. But anyway, first we have Andy. Andy is fucking lovable as shit. I love Andy. Where would you put him?
I think I'd put him A tier just because I really didn't like him in the beginning. Like
See,
his character was
my
really
thought
bad in
too.
the beginning.
Yeah, that was
because
kind
he
of
was
my
kind of an
thought.
ass and
He
like
was
kind of
a
like
piece of shit.
leached off of Anne, but like after
100%.
he finally she dumped him, he finally got better and he was
Yeah.
like the star of the show to
No,
me.
he
I put him
was-
in A. He might go up to S if I don't have enough, but
Same.
I feel like that beginning part kind of sucked for his character.
No, it really did. And I completely agree. I kind of almost wonder if the writers were going to go a different direction with Andy, but then he became so lovable and like such a fun character that like...
Yeah, because he had those one-liners, I think is what always like
And
it would be stupid dumb stuff, and then when he fell back into the pit was also funny.
that, and I feel like a lot of the bloopers really just... I wonder how much of Andy's character was maybe ad-libbed. I'm not sure, but some of the bloopers seem like it was pretty funny. I would love to know more about this show and the behind the scenes. But no, I was
There'll
actually...
be a podcast about it eventually.
We should make it. We are definitely on the same page with that, because at the start he was really shitty and unbearable and just awful, but also like, can we please get his band back together? I would love a CD of their music. Like, I legit think they had good music. Well, they changed their name so much I didn't know which one to call it. Most people know it as Mass Rap, but I don't know, me and you both kind of have that same feeling. Like, they were actually good. Chris Pratt was actually good at singing. So okay, next we have Anne, who is Leslie's best friend. I think forced into that, but you know, as you do.
Sounds like what you would do to somebody.
Yeah, anyway.
It's Border Anne? Oh my god.
Kind of. I kind of
Oh my
want to put
God.
Anne in S tier, but I just also didn't like that she left the show.
Yeah, I think that was more of like outside stuff that did it.
No,
but
for
yeah,
sure,
I think
yeah.
they definitely ruined her character. I think overall she was okay. I didn't really like her character as much as some of the other people.
Really? Okay. I was gonna put her on A tier for now, but that is subject to
B.
change because we can only put 3 per tier. So, okay, B tier. That's completely valid. I get that. Okay. Next up, we have April. April is just funny as hell. I love her character. I really like April's character development. I feel like that's one thing I liked about this show is there was like, I would say there was a lot of character development. I mean, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I would say has the same vein with Andy's character. Like, I didn't really like her in the beginning because they just kind of made her just really unbearable.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, I think especially in the later seasons, like with even her relationship with Ron and stuff, of like almost being like a daughter and him being a father figure, I think was really
Heartwarming.
cute.
Oh my god.
And,
I put her in S tier.
Yeah, and then again, I put her in A for now. I don't know, the beginning, I don't know.
No, that's completely valid.
It was
I get
very
it.
limited, so I'm like, A is still like an amazing character, but I didn't like her in the beginning.
No, that's completely valid. I get it. Next up we have Ben. See, this is hard if I can only put 3 in each because
Exactly. See,
God damn
that
it.
was my feeling.
oh, I might
'Cause
have
Ben,
to.
I've always liked Ben, so he's S tier
Yeah,
for me
he's
for
S tier
sure.
for me. That's the problem, and I already see like
He's a nerd.
5 other people I
He's a
want to put in
sweet
S
guy.
tier.
I don't know. Everything about him was just like I would love to be Ben's friend.
I think what draws me so much to Ben is Leslie and Ben's relationship is very much like ours, and I think that's one thing that like made me feel so attached to the show is like Ben is totally a nerd, but like and Leslie is super uptight and just she's Leslie, but I think that's they both let each other be who they were and they like fit perfectly.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Oh god, I could talk hours about their relationship and like how literally ever since I saw the show, something I love that Leslie says to Vin is I like you and I love you. I cried on that when they got married. It's got my heart.
Yeah, he's definitely S tier for sure. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, next we have Chris. Chris and Anne did not belong together.
Definitely not.
They wrote them together and forced them to leave. They were not meant to be, and they were not meant to last. And I definitely feel like you said, they got written out of the show. I don't know what the reasoning for why they left the show or why they weren't in the show anymore was. But it definitely felt like they just shit on that storyline because they were leaving and just didn't give a fuck and put two people together that just weren't meant to be together. And I didn't like how they got like Anne got pregnant and like he wasn't, I don't know, it was just not a good vibe. C tier for him. Same. I think there were some funny storylines. I liked Chris as a character when he wasn't with Anne.
Yeah, I liked him when he was just Ben's boss.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of those scenes and stuff were pretty good.
Because, like, he was funny, and I can see a total fling happening between him and Anne, but they didn't belong together, and I will die on that ship, so.
I agree with that.
Oh, God, another great fucking character is Donna.
I would put her in A I think she's one of the best characters. I just feel like a lot of the characters, they just didn't have a lot of time with like a huge growth, but she was like solidly a good character since the start to the finish. So like that's why the only reason I'd put her in A.
She was funny as fuck. I love her character. It actually treat yourself. Yes,
we do that all the time.
Followed her. We are toxic.
For a day, but we had to do it for like a month.
No, literally, we are toxic when it comes to treat yourself. We are not the kind of people you can say that to because we believe in treat yourself. Somebody needs to like take our money and take everything we have and give it to us in little portions and then beat us with a stick if we do anything we're not supposed to.
But I blame Donna, that's why I say it's here.
Yeah, it's Donna.
What's her own responsibility?
She would be an S tier, but I can't because we could only put 3 per tier. So
exactly. I feel like I feel she's solid A. Like I feel like she definitely should have had more story also. Because like she had some storylines, but I don't like out of a lot of the main characters. I think she had some of the leads.
I love her and Tom together. They're so funny. Yes, they're like
absolutely.
They're
but
total
I wanted
besties.
more of it. I wanted more of it.
Like if they did a whole mini series of like, or like an hour-long episode of just, or a couple hour-long episodes of this, just those two getting into things, I would pay for that. I would fund that.
I only like Tom because of her. I don't really. I mean, we'll
Tom.
Get to that,
Okay, we'll get to that. Like you said. Okay. Next up,
I hate Jan.
He's
not even like a good villain. He's not even a good villain.
He's just an asshole.
He has nothing redeeming for him ever.
He's
just always an asshole for no reason. Sometimes. Like it's not even like because there's like a lot that like he's a good villain to Leslie and stuff. And like it would work really well, but like it's just no let up. There's
he's
no
a
let
shit.
Up on him.
No, he is unlikable. 100% agree.
Yeah.
If we could put him in a lower tier, we would.
Yeah, I would only say the one episode I remember that made him just a little likable, just in the worst way, was when they went to his house. And he had like he was wearing the geisha robe and all that, and they're like, "Isn't that for girls?" And like a bunch of other. That one was funny, but other than that, I hated every moment. And then the whole, you've been jammed. I was like, nah.
Yeah, he was.
He just had nothing redeeming to ever get him out of that D tier. I mean, he's a good character. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no. Nothing against the actor or anything or the writers. It's just like they wrote him so well.
Bad guys. And, like, you still kind of like them, even though they were bad. But, like, no, I didn't like him either.
Yeah, no, he was definitely that kind of character where it was nothing redeemable. Okay, next up we have John Ralphio. D tier for me. He is such a menace, and he really holds back Tom.
B?
D.
Oh, D, yeah. Me too.
For dicks and ass. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Dicks in ass or dicks and ass?
No. I think we're on the same page with that because he just holds Tom back so much as a person, but I think that also makes for really interesting story development for Tom. But yeah, he's definitely D tier as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same
Just
for
him
you?
and his singing. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, valid. Next up we have Jerry. I think one of the funniest things about his B tier, but only because I don't have room in another tier. His storylines are funny. I love them. I actually relate a lot to Jerry as well, and for
Like the
so
fart
many...
attacks. Is that how you relate to him?
You're not supposed to say it.
I mean, you said related, so I was just trying to tell him why you relate to him.
I get nervous and fart. Anyway,
I just love the episode where they finally go to his house and he has like
he's
the
like
hot
wife and
all these
daughters, and
white
everybody's
hot
just like,
kids, yeah.
he's got a big dick. He's definitely got a big dick. But no, I love Jerry. He's just a great character. What is he for you?
I would also say B. Again, it's one of those things. I feel like he might have been an A tier character, but I think my A is pretty solid.
Yeah,
so
I think that's
I
the
put
thing
him in
is
B.
like, yeah, you have to push it down. Not
Also,
because
like he was also a side character. He didn't get a ton of extra story and stuff that like.
I like that they gave him more as it went along.
Yeah. I think that's how most like shows are like that. They have to centralize a couple characters for the couple seasons
until
and then
they can
have
get
to
going.
spread out.
Yeah.
I just think with him, he never really got that many episodes for himself, which was fine because I think that's kind of the comic vein of his character.
That was, yeah, it was definitely
nobody
the
gave a shit
vibe.
about him and didn't even know his name, but
yeah.
Yeah.
No, fully agreed. Okay, next we
Well,
have
I
Leslie.
know this next one's gonna be D for you, but you know.
What?
I'm kidding.
I was like, how would you? Leslie's S tier.
I said D for you, not me. I knew she was gonna be S tier for me. I mean,
S tier
if
for
I put her
me.
if I put her in D tier, then that would basically mean that like
You
I
don't
want a
like
divorce
me.
from you. Yeah, it's S tier
We're
for
just
me, for sure.
roommates. Anyway.
She's a lovable dork, just like somebody else I know.
Who? Who, Japan?
Pepper.
Say it!
What do you
Say
think
who
I was
you
talking
mean.
about?
Say it!
What?
Say it! Say it!
Peppermint. I kid, it's you, okay?
Okay, thank you. God. I'm over here throwing a fit. Okay.
Just such a Leslie thing to do.
Alright, next up we have Little Sebastian. Bye, bye, Little Sebastian.
I put him in B tier.
In the saddest fashion.
Honestly,
B
he'd probably be
tier.
lower, but I kind of have a feeling that's going to be the safest spot to put him.
Same.
Knowing some of the people that are coming up and stuff and feeling what I have left on my, my spots,
no,
I think B would be the
I'm
best
thinking
spot.
so too, because Little Sebastian is so lovable. But next up we have Mark, and I have
hated
reserved a special spot for him in D tier because he belongs there. He's a piece of shit.
I put him in C. I did like his character, like in the beginning.
Yeah, we thought he was going to be a cool character, but he was an asshole.
And then he ended up being an asshole. So I put him in C because I think he originally started off good, but like I feel like him being an asshole helped everything else in the later seasons work out. But I still liked his character in the beginning, so I'd put it in C.
You know what? For that, I will also bring him up to C, but that is a thin fucking line, and if I didn't have only 3 per thing, it would be D tier.
Oh, for sure, me too. I would put him in D tier too if I didn't have Free for Fane. But I pretty much I liked his character in the beginning. I thought like he was like that guy that you kind of felt bad because like Leslie had this weird built up Fane with him, even though it was just a one night stand for him. So like it
was the way that he sort of didn't squash what Leslie thought they had. Like he let it go on because it benefited him. And
I think at the beginning it wasn't as much. I think like it was just like they hooked up and like she just kind of had a crush on him and he didn't even know because like they never really talked.
No, but
until,
he
like,
kind
they
of
got
does find out, and then he kind of like doesn't.
No,
care.
afterwards, yeah, no, for sure. No, I completely. I just mean in the beginning.
No,
I
it
feel like in the
definitely felt
first
like they
couple
changed the way they
episodes.
were writing his character for sure. Like it,
Yeah.
or he was always meant to be scummy, and they were just working up to it. Next we have Mona Lisa, John Raffio's sister, D tier. She's a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but
She's
they're
worse than John Raffio.
they're meant to be like that. They're meant to be.
Oh yeah,
shithead
but, like,
characters.
The whole thing of pretending to be pregnant on Tom,
Yeah,
that was
that's
way
fucked up.
past. Like that, she was already a really bad character, but then like she told her dad that Tom did all that stuff, you know, like wrecking her car and like all that. I don't know. I couldn't stand. There was nothing redeeming about her.
Nope, same.
And, which I know that it's meant to be like that, but like, then I can still judge your character to be shit.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have Ron, who is honestly
S-tier.
just S tier. Okay, another
I want him to
character
be my
that
dad.
I grossly relate to. Okay, well that made it weird. But not that weird. Just because I just relate to certain things about Ron. I'm kind of a dad.
You my dad?
I'm not your dad. I hope I'm not your dad because that's weird.
Sweet home house.
No. Anyway, but no, I fucking love Ron. I love the character. Like,
Papa?
his character development in this show is so fucking
Yes, it's
heartwarming.
perfect.
It is
love how, like,
literally the best.
He basically just became his real life self. 'Cause I feel
yeah,
like Nick Offerman is
Nick
basically
Offerman and Ron
him at
are-
the very end.
Yeah, they're literally the same person.
I mean, he's married to the same woman in real life.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's who I should have put on this list. Damn it. Oh well. But no, I love him, and his, like I said, his character development is just S tier. And I love how his relationship with April is, and I love his relationship with Leslie, and how they become such close-knit friends, and they're like family by the end of it. And I love that he always leaves space for Leslie. Like, he goes into the job like, fuck the government, you know, fuck it all. But because Leslie has so much passion and heart, he leaves room for her, and it grabs your heart. It gets your heart. So I love Ron. Last but not least, we have Tom. So I don't have space for him anywhere else but C, but I love his character development. He is another character that is just a fucking menace at the beginning. But he grows into a genuinely lovely person, and he's still him, but I love the person that he becomes. That is another one that's kind of like one of Ron's kids, I feel like.
Yeah. I personally didn't really ever like Tom that
Okay.
much. I feel like his character just like, I don't know if it was really writing or just like what they were trying to do, but like he flip-flopped so much about getting his shit together and not having his shit together.
Yeah.
That like it just felt like
Annoying.
he never learned from any of it. Like he
Yeah.
got bailed out a lot, and like I don't know, I just never really I just
That's
didn't like
okay.
his character.
That's totally valid. I mean, that everybody's got their thing, you know, and I get that. I do like that he does get his stuff together though at the end. Kind of like a little happy bow on everything.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely gets, he gets better, but like I still think where in C he belongs.
Yeah, no, I get that. Okay. So now that we have everybody placed, what is your S tier?
I think we have the same. We have Ben, Leslie, and Ron.
Yeah, what's your A tier?
Would be Andy, April, and Donna.
Is your B tier and Jerry and Lil Sebastian?
Yeah, I think we have the exact same.
Wait, I don't think
list.
we've ever had a tier list line up like this, but it did.
I think it worked out perfectly because like we were also like we had to define amount that we were gonna put in each section, so like I think that helped out.
It definitely
because like
did.
it definitely would have like spread out a little bit different,
No, for sure. Like if we had the ability to put as many in each one as that's why I like doing it like this, because it really forces you to make decisions, and
yeah, definitely, and it makes it less top heavy and stuff.
Yeah, because that happens, especially when it comes to shows that I love. They will end up in higher tiers, all of them, and having it like this, I think, makes it better. But yeah, it's kind of funny how we have exactly the same and we think the same on this one. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. In the comments, leave us with who your very most favorite character on Parks and Recreation was. Maybe what is your favorite episode? I would say my favorite episode, but I can't think of what it would be right now. I'm wanting to do another rewatch of it, and then maybe I can. But yeah, leave us with your top favorite character or a character that you really related to on the show, and tell us who you hated so much that you hope that they fall into a vat of the child-sized soda that they have on the show.
Aw, man, that would have been another good character. To have the Sweetums girl, and then also was thinking Paul Rudd's character would have been good too.
I was gonna put more. I just wanted to keep it a little smaller.
No, it makes sense.
We can always try to do alternate characters later and discuss
Sounds
them.
good to me.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. So Japan and I are doing 25 days of tier list. We're calling it Tier Miss together, and his information will be in my description box, and vice versa.
Yeah, their information and mine. Sorry.
You're good. I cut you off.
Brain blew
It's
up.
okay. But yeah, make sure you check us both out. Give Japan a follow. Give him some love.
Yeah. Give love to Scar.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye,
Bye, guys.
besties.